All right, welcome back to the Office Chronicles. My name's Euphrain. I'm here with
Giuseppe.
Elijah.
And
What the?
I just welcome back to the Office Chronicles. I'm here with
Giuseppe.
Elijah.
and Dupree, and we're gonna revisit our draft. What the am I saying, bro?
Are you high?
Nah, I'm good. All right. Welcome back to the Office Chronicles. I'm here with
Giuseppe.
Elijah.
and Dupree. I'm gonna roll the clip from the last playoff picks.
What's up, everybody? I'm recording this before the 12 o'clock games. My score prediction, or my team I choose, I'm gonna choose the Chiefs. I believe they're gonna beat them by more than 14. It's the Chiefs. You can't bet against them. You're gonna get upset if you bet against them. It's not smart to bet against them. So I got the Chiefs winning by 35-21, and I just think Jamar Chase is gonna get locked up also. The second games, the 3 o'clock games, the Niners and Rams, I believe the Rams are going to win by a field goal. I think it's going to be a close game, a real good game. I just don't think Jimmy G is going to push them over the edge. I just don't think so. I don't think Jimmy G is the future for the Niners. He did pretty good for the past couple years, but I just don't think they're going to beat the Rams.
What's good, y'all? Gotta get this in before the 12 o'clock Bengals-Chiefs game starts. My predictions for today, AFC Championship game, Cincinnati Bengals versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I got the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't think the Chiefs are going to be able to stop Burrow and Chase. I think T. Higgins is going to go off as well. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game like it was a couple weeks ago. Score prediction, I got to go 38-35. I think it's going to come down to a game-winning field goal at the end. Evan McPherson's going to clutch up again. So I got 38-35. Super high-scoring game, super high-powered offense game. For the second game, Rams-49ers, I think Stafford leads the Rams and himself to his first ever Super Bowl. That defense, the Rams defense, I feel as though it's tough. It's a tough defense. Von Miller's playing really well. Jalen Ramsey's playing really well. And I feel like if that defense plays well and how Matthew Stafford played last week, they cut out the mistakes. Because the only reason why the Bucs were in the game was 2 fumbles from Akers, a fumble from Kupp. Take those out the way, the Rams blow the Buccaneers out the water. So cut down the mistakes. I got the Rams beating the Niners, and I got this one being 28-17 Rams.
Game just started. Cincinnati traveling to Kansas City. I think it's gonna be a good game. I hope it's a good game. You'd be stupid to go against Mahomes, really stupid, because they've been in this moment 4 years in a row now. So I'm taking Cincinnati. I like Joe Burrow and his squad. I like their defense more than KC's defense. I wouldn't be surprised if KC wins, because I think, they're more experienced. I want the Cincinnati Bengals to win, just like I think 80% of the world. But yeah, I'm going to take Cincinnati. I'll bite the bullet on this one. Then in the next game, we got 49ers basically hosting the Rams at SoFi Stadium. I'm gonna ride with the Niners. I got to ride with the Niners because they beat them 2 times this season. 3rd time's a charm. Deebo Samuel's going to have another great game. Jimmy Garoppolo's going to just get the job done. And that Niners defense is very, very nice. I had them with the upset last week against the Packers. And I think they'll upset again and play in that Super Bowl. So those are my picks. Score of Cincinnati versus KC, I got it being 27-24 Cincinnati.
This could be a sentence that a month ago would sound incomprehensible. From 31 yards, McPherson, and Cincinnati is heading to the Super Bowl.
Score of San Francisco versus the Rams. I got that score being 24-21 Niners.
As y'all can see, I got both of them right. I mean, my scores weren't right. I think I had 38-35 Bengals, but I did say it was going to come down to an Evan McPherson game-winning field goal. As we saw, Joe Burrow led that team to a game-winning field goal in overtime from Evan McPherson, so got that one right. And then the Niners-Rams game, I had that a lot more high scoring than it was. I think I said 28-17. It was 20-17. So a little bit off, but 2 for 2 on the predictions. Feels good to be 100% this week. But yeah.
All right, so I had my pick right for the Bengals and the Chiefs. I had the correct score and everything. I would have.
That was crazy.
I would have won like $22,000 if I put some money on that.
That was crazy.
But yeah, so I didn't expect it to be like a 18-point comeback like it was, which was wild. I thought it was just going to be competitive the whole time, but you couldn't. I don't know. I just really liked how Joe Burrow played that game. He played with poise, even when.
Poise, cool, Joe Burrow.
Defense.
Joe Shiesty. Yeah.
Shiesty.
Defense.
Defense? All right, that's for you. Then for the Niners-Rams, I did have the Niners. I saw they were 6-0 against the Rams the last 6 meetings. I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I expected to be a little bit higher scoring. Niners were in control the whole time. They just ended up choking.
Jimmy G sucks.
Jaquiski Tart sucks too.
Oh yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, they would have won.
I feel bad for Niner fans. It seems like Niner fans in these big games, it'll be one play that just completely flips the game, and then they lose. Tyreek 30-yard bomb, Jimmy G barely overthrowing Emmanuel Sanders. Like it's every time.
Kaepernick overthrowing Crabtree.
It's one play, and they don't make the big plays ever. It seems like
never sealed a deal.
Never sealed a deal. How you feel about your predictions from last week?
I was 1 for 2. I thought the Chiefs were on pace of all my score predictions.
He was talking mess the whole time during the game when they were up. He said, "Look at this."
Hey, Mahomes looked like he was playing a video game at one point.
Mahomes did.
And then
Mahomes looked
out of nowhere, Burrow wasn't doing his job. I'm gonna be honest, Burrow wasn't doing his job. His defense stepped up big time. They stopped him
that stopped before half.
3 to 4. They stopped him 3 to 4 times.
Who was that? Eli Apple with the time?
Eli Apple,
and then his linebacker came in. Garbage. I don't know why he's tweeting Tyreek. But they stopped him 4 straight drives in a row and gave Burrow a chance to come back.
But Burrow did score on these drives.
Joe Mixon. But
and that was a big 2-point play. You can't knock that.
Chiefs defense fell apart in my eyes.
I
don't know what happened. I thought they were gonna seal the deal. Mahomes had the chance to game it or come back at least, and then I don't know.
They started with the ball in overtime.
That's what I'm saying. I thought they were gonna seal it. They had a chance to beat them, and they choked.
You got to give props to the Bengals D coordinator. Because it seemed like the whole second half, the Chiefs could do nothing. They did nothing the entire second half. I think
that whole third quarter, they had less than 50 yards.
Yeah.
Because Mahomes thought he was able to move how he was doing he was doing spinny spins, all type of crap, and it didn't work in the second half.
It took a half for the Bengals to figure it out, but that entire second half, it looked like the Chiefs were in a box. They had nowhere to go. Like Mahomes would have all the time in the world in the pocket, and nothing would be open. So the Bengals. Shout out to the D coordinator for the Bengals. Yep. That was a hell of a job.
I am props. They did their stuff.
They did their thing.
But it was on pace. You can't lie. It was on pace for my score predictions. All right, but on the Rams part, I knew it was gonna be a close game the whole time, or it wasn't really a close game. But I knew it was gonna come down to a game-winning field goal. I just knew the Rams were gonna win. Jimmy G is garbage. He's not gonna do nothing. I don't know if he's gonna stay. If they're gonna move on from him, I don't know. But he's not the choice.
He's not the guy.
Yeah, he's not that guy.
He never has been that guy, to be honest.
Yeah.
But he can't get you over that.
What jersey y'all think Jimmy G's gonna be in next year?
A backup. That's what I mean.
He should be a backup somewhere. He should be mentoring Trey Lance.
Nah, I think he's gonna be on the Steelers.
I don't know.
No, I think Rodgers is going to go to the Steelers if he does go.
Nah, I don't know about that one. Yeah. On to Super Bowl.
Now that we're done with the AFC NFC Championship picks, we're gonna go on to our Super Bowl picks. Who wants to start?
I'll start off. So the Rams are home.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Crazy back-to-back years home field advantage.
But if you think about it, LA, there's really no home.
No, but it was Niner fans. So now it's
I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna look like.
It's gonna be 50-50, but
It's probably
still,
gonna be 50-50.
it's crazy how it's back-to-back fields.
You gotta think about it. There's some
that team.
die-hard
Super Bowl
Cincinnati fans. They
But you
see
also-
them teams in the Super Bowl for the first time, and
They're gonna make that trip.
They're making
You also
that trip.
think though, like they're not traveling. The Rams are not traveling nowhere.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
the past how many games they stayed home during the playoffs? They stayed almost every game.
The Rams have been home. Yeah,
except for the Bucks.
That's what I'm saying. Back-to-back weeks.
they've been home. That's true.
Yeah, but so realistically, I think it's gonna be one of those games that start off very, very slow, like every Super Bowl. But the final score, I think the Bengals are gonna win. I got the Bengals winning, probably another game-winning field goal from McPherson.
Another field goal.
I got it being 20. I see it being 24-20.
Okay. I like that.
Actually, that wouldn't work. 24-21. That's what I would see it as.
Okay.
And then, so I think the Rams are going to start off slow. They normally do start off slow. Then the Bengals, they're going to get into that little slump in the second quarter, third quarter, where the Rams start making their run. But then it's going to come back to probably another comeback by Joe Burrow. And I don't see Jalen Ramsey locking up Jamar Chase.
Yeah. No.
Because I think the Bengals know how to play Jamar Chase to where he gets the ball in his hands. He's going to get like one or two jet sweeps. He's going to get a screen pass here and there. They're going to make plays for him to be into the offense and stay true to the offense.
They're going to make sure that man gets the ball.
The X factor of that game is going to be T. Higgins. I don't see any DB on the Rams other than Ramsey stopping T. Higgins.
T. Higgins is nasty.
C.J. Uzomah, if he plays, is going to benefit a lot.
Is he playing?
They probably not.
They said he might.
I don't think so.
That's a big
It's
blow
a
for the
breach,
Bengals.
but if he does play, I think it will help him a lot. That defense is either going to start off very well and end poorly, or start poorly and end very well. They're not like a
They're not like a
defense.
full 60-minute defense. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I want, if the Rams do win, I'll be glad for OBJ, but I think the Bengals are gonna win it. So that's my prediction.
I'll go second, Sub, you go third. So I also have the Bengals win the Super Bowl. In this Super Bowl, there's no team where it's like, oh, like I really want them to win. Like either team wins, I feel like it's a win for NFL fans. Stafford gets his first ring. Burrow, second year in the NFL off a torn ACL, he gets his ring. So it's a win for NFL fans. But I got the Bengals winning. I think the score is, I got 27-21 instead of 24. You said 24-21, right?
Yeah, 24.
So I got 27-21 Bengals. I think they'll be up like 2 field goals, and it'll come down to a Matthew Stafford game-winning drive, and he won't get the job done. The Bengals D will lock him up. I mean, that's just my guess for the ending. But yeah, 27-21. I also think T. Higgins is going to eat. He ate last game, and Jamar Chase will get the ball. I think Jalen Ramsey is going to lock him up for the most part. I don't see him having over 70 yards receiving, but he will get the ball. He will get those red zone touches. He will get those jump balls. He will have a solid game. And I think Mixon is going to eat, not in the rushing game, though, because that D-line is too good and the O-line for the Bengals sucks. I think he's going to get a lot of screen passes. He's going to do well in the receiving game. They're going to look for Mixon a lot. So, yeah, I got 27-21 Bengals. What do you say? So,
I got the Rams winning. My score predictions 27-24. I believe it's gonna be a good game, but not really. Like it's gonna be like 50-50 kind of.
yeah.
But most part, the Rams are gonna be like
In
not 50-50, like 60-40, because the Rams are gonna be leading the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the Bengals are gonna come back at the end, try to make it look cute, but I just think Aaron Donald's gonna have his way.
Against that O-line.
Yeah, they play the Titans. I think Justin Simmons.
Yeah.
For the Titans.
Simmons?
Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons. Yeah, he had like 5 sacks or something crazy. I know Aaron Donald's getting his job done. And then Von Miller. Don't forget about Von Miller.
And Leonard Floyd.
Yeah. So
That
I believe
D-line.
that D-line's gonna have its way.
It's going to be a lot of quick routes from the Bengals.
They have to. And then Jalen Ramsey, I believe he's not gonna lock him up fully, but he's gonna get the job done for them to succeed the dub.
Yeah, you won't see like a breakout game from Chase.
You're not going
right?
to see like a 200.
I
Like
see
you're gonna
Chase.
see like
Chase
probably
is still gonna have
85
like
yards and
numbers.
touchdown
Yeah.
probably.
He's gonna have
off a handoff or
solid
something.
numbers.
Something like weird, like a weird
Nah,
route.
but Cooper Kupp.
I think Coop's gonna eat at first,
Kupp,
and then
yeah.
it's gonna be like the Bengals are gonna do the same thing they did last game. They're gonna figure it out.
They're not gonna figure out the Rams.
They did the exact same thing.
You can figure out the Chiefs. You can't figure out a run game and a passing game. The Chiefs don't have a run.
don't have that good
Yes,
of a run game.
they have. Once the run game gets going, it's over.
The Chiefs don't have that good of a run game, though.
The Chiefs didn't. The Rams do.
The Rams
don't
have a good. I think you meant the Rams. The Rams don't have.
The
The Rams have a
don't.
good run game.
No.
You watch.
Okay.
No, I don't see that.
Akers has not done anything in
the
this.
playoffs?
Akers had the first.
He fumbled
week.
twice
Who they
last
played
week.
the first week?
The first week. That's what I'm talking
They
about.
played
He like dominated the first.
Bucks.
They didn't play the Bucks.
Oh, they
first
didn't play
round.
the
They
Bucks.
played the. It was Rams.
I forgot who they played. Dang, I forgot who they played in the first round.
Damn, who did they play? It wasn't the
Damn.
Eagles. It wasn't the Niners.
It was a good team.
It was a good team. Why am I blanking?
Intermission.
Who
Rams
did they play?
played the Cardinals.
Oh, yeah,
The
that
Cardinals.
game was terrible. All right, so the Rams played the Cardinals. That's where Cam Akers
And the Cardinals have a
solid
good
game.
defense. Or do they not?
They started off very
They started
good
off this
season,
year
but it
like
fell
when
off.
Chandler
like,
Jones
really
had like
bad.
5 sacks week 1.
mean,
Everybody thought they
all
were
right,
dominant.
the
defense.
Cardinals don't have a
JJ's
bad
Watt
defense, though.
first game back was that game. Yeah, it was. It's not like a stellar.
I'm not saying they have the
Cardinals
best run
then,
offense.
And then they just had to run the ball. Like the reason why Cam Akers' stats look so good, the whole game they were blowing them out. So it was just running the ball to milk the
No,
clock.
I watched that game. He literally ran the ball and he said he just came off his torn ACL. He's looking dominant. He's literally trucking guys. He's running over guys.
Yeah, that's when he injured Buda Baker.
He's not
But
gonna do
then
that.
what
he's
happened the
gonna-
next week? Didn't he had 2 fumbles next week? No.
2 fumbles the end. Like, okay.
He's not doing that.
Yeah,
And
he
then-
almost took the game, but he's not going to fumble every week.
I'm gonna check the game. Yeah, but all right. Since our last podcast, a lot has happened in the NFL. 2 NFL legends have retired. We're gonna speak about the first one, the second one. We all know who we're gonna be talking about, but first one, Big Ben retired, and the question that we are gonna be answering is: Big Ben a top 10 QB of all time? We'll have Seppi answer this first, and we'll give our lists and our reasoning as to why we think he is or isn't. But Seppi will be first, and yeah, let's hear what you guys say.
I believe he's top 10. He's not high on the list, but he's top 10.
Where you got him in your list?
I got 9th.
9th. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll go through my list very quick.
Start
First,
from 10 to 1.
Start from 10 to 1.
10. Okay. 10. I have John Elway.
Okay.
Do you know why? He was
Bowl
that
winner.
man. Yeah. 9. Big Ben.
Okay. Yeah, you said that.
You guys gonna be surprised with this one. I don't know if many people heard him. Number 8, Sammy Burrows. He was
What's his name?
Sammy Burrows.
It's not his name.
That's not his name.
Yes, it is.
Sammy Ball, but
They used to call him Slingshot Sammy.
Okay.
Learn about it.
Why?
why they call him
Cause he
that?
sling that.
What do you
share
do?
Some
What do you
stats.
do? What do
Share
you
some
do?
stats.
What made him
This
top
dude
8?
played 300 years ago, but
He played All right, I'll give his most noticeable year, 1943. 1943. Started 6 games only. Played 10. 3,000 yards.
Okay.
25 touchdowns.
Okay. All right, but career-wise.
Career-wise, no, he had
Because
like
if we look at single seasons,
No, that's a single
then Cam
season.
Newton's top 10.
Yeah.
Lamar
okay,
Jackson's top
yeah.
10.
He had 22,000 passing yards. I think it was like 175 passing
Bro,
touchdowns.
in 1943, he was playing against plumbers and carpenters.
And he still somehow had more interceptions than touchdowns.
We're not talking. All right, bro. If we're gonna do that,
All right,
then,
just
if we're
keep
gonna
going.
do that,
Yeah, just keep
then
going.
Jim Brown's not good.
Okay, just keep
Yeah,
going. Just
like,
keep
come
going.
on.
Just keep
Fair
going.
point,
Just
fair
keep
point,
going.
fair
Just keep
point.
going.
All right, number 7, Drew Brees.
Okay.
6, Brett Favre.
Okay.
5, Aaron Rodgers. Those are 2 interchangeable. You can switch those.
Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, you can switch those.
Okay.
All right.
4, Dan Marino.
Okay.
3, Peyton Manning.
Okay.
2, Tom Brady. A lot of you guys gonna be surprised with that one. 2, Tom Brady.
2?
Number 2. There's nothing being bad with being second
No,
place.
it's bad.
There's
This is
nothing
bad.
second place.
It's bad.
I
But-
forgot who said it. I
All
think
right.
I might have been Michael Jordan. He said, or no, it was Mayweather. Hey, I won. You're 2. It's good. No point. No being.
I don't
sad.
know what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
all right, who's your number
That's
one?
right.
Who's number 1 then?
Who's your number?
All right, number 1, Joe Montana.
Joe Montana over Tom
Warren,
Brady is a
yes.
crime.
It's not a
But,
crime.
okay.
Factual.
That's really your top 10.
Yeah, it's my top 10.
You're sticking to it.
I'm sticking to it.
So
Y'all heard him.
if this video goes viral somehow,
If this video goes viral,
He has
Tom Brady
Sammy-
at me.
oh,
I got Joe Montana.
okay.
Okay. He's
That's what I
trying.
got.
He's geeking, but
All right, I'll go with my top 10
go
next.
next, and I'll go.
I sadly don't believe Big Ben's top 10. Big Ben is borderline top 10. I think I would have him like top 12. But for my list, starting from 10 to 1, I start off with Steve Young at 10. 3
Valid.
Super Bowls. He took over from Montana. He did very well. Number 9, Marino. If Marino had a Super Bowl, he would be higher in the
way
list.
higher.
But he didn't, so that's why I have him at 9. Number 8, I have Elway. He had his fair share of Super Bowls. 7, I have Mahomes. I think it's really early to place him top
You
10,
gotta
but
put him
he's
top.
there.
He's there.
He's there. When it's all said and done, he's probably up
One
there
or
with
two.
Brady.
He's gonna be
one.
2.
He's gonna be one, but he's not on my list yet.
He's gonna be 2. But
Okay. 6, I got Breeze, the most accurate quarterback. He could be top 5. I wouldn't argue that, but I just think these next 5 are ahead of him. I got Favre at 5, Rodgers at 4. Rodgers should, if he just had a defense, he would be 2.
and he needs to step up, and
Yeah,
he hasn't.
against the Niners, there's no reason he puts up 10 points.
I mean, it was snowing.
It was snowing.
That's his atmosphere. He plays at Lambeau
It still
Field
messes with
every
people.
time.
Yeah, the Niners are from
plays
San
in-
Francisco.
He plays there. Like, I think you can ask any Rodgers fan now,
Yeah.
they would be like, yeah,
He
should've
does not
won.
I mean,
perform
to
and-
snow, yeah, the Niners didn't do nothing. They had a block punt,
So
and a
the
pick 6 or something like that. Something
Yeah, but you can't
defense.
score 10 points and expect your team to win the game.
yeah, you can't blame that on the defense.
It's snowing though.
What does that have to do with anything?
All right, but
All right, number 3, I got Montana. 4 Super Bowls, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not
4.
mistaken. Yeah, he's up there. But 2, I got Manning. Manning only has 2 Super Bowls, but he's just statistically, I like Manning. Manning's best season's probably one of the best seasons
ever.
And then 1, it's not debatable.
Not debatable.
Shouldn't be
Not
debated. It is Brady. Not even because I'm a Pats fan. It is Brady. Brady not just did the thing for 22 years. He's retired now, sadly. But even in his last season, over 4,000 yards, over 35 touchdowns.
Also paid
he's-
rest.
Huh?
Paid rest.
Okay.
All right,
he's
bro.
buttered. But yeah, so Brady, number 2 in the MVP convo, possibly number 1, but I think Rodgers is gonna win. But yeah, that's my top 10. Gotcha, man.
All right, I'm gonna
Number
come
1
at
in
y'all
paid
with my
paid
top
reps.
10. Here we go. I do have Big Ben in my top 10. I have him at 10. So at 10, I have Ben Roethlisberger. 2 Super Bowls, no MVPs. He is top 10 in.
See, that's my only problem.
He has
with
no
Big Ben.
MVP.
If he
He's-
had a Super Bowl MVP, he would be.
Yeah, no MVPs or Super Bowl MVPs. He has the worst passer rating ever in a Super Bowl win. So that factored into him being 10. I almost had him outside the list. I would have put someone like Steve Young. But Big Ben is top 10 in every QB stat. He's top 10 in completions. I think he's 5th. He's top 10 in touchdowns. I think he's 5th. I think he's 8th in yards. I might have got those mixed up, but it's 5th, 8th. So I have him at 10. I have Elway at 9. I got Dan Marino at 8. What are y'all laughing for, bro?
Go.
All right. I got Drew Brees at 7. Patrick. Wait, this is not my list.
This is literally your list.
Oh, this is my list. Okay, I'm tripping.
Even
Patrick
like-
Mahomes. I switched it around.
doesn't even like
I
it.
switched. I forgot. I
Then
switched it around. I switched it around. No, because I have Patrick Mahomes at 6. I had Patrick Mahomes above Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers has been doing what Patrick Mahomes does for a longer time, and he has a Super Bowl. He has an MVP. He's gonna win MVP this year. So right now you have to put Rodgers above Mahomes in all-time talks. 5, I have Joe Montana, 4 rings, one of the greatest ever. Brett Favre at 4. Brett Favre was Aaron Rodgers before Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he did turn the ball over more than anybody ever. I mean, but his arm talent was there. Brett Favre is one of the greatest QBs of all time. At 3, I have Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers would be the best quarterback ever if he had like 3 or 4 Super Bowls. He doesn't perform in big games. That's the only reason why he's at 3. He could be a 2 or 1 if he had another ring or 2. At 2, I'm going to have Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning, some of the best seasons ever. I think the best QB season ever. And at 1, Brady, 7 rings. He's in his prime at 44. He could play till 45. I think Brady could probably play till he was like 50.
He had an extra season or two.
He has extra, maybe 3 in him, the way he looks. I mean, his last touchdown throw was a 50-yard bomb over Jalen Ramsey in an NFC divisional round playoff game. And he's 44 years old.
He had a 24-point comeback.
And he's 44 years old. So he's the greatest quarterback ever. But that will carry us on into our next debate. Is Tom Brady the greatest athlete of all time? With him retiring, we want to talk about this.
No.
Is Tom Brady the greatest athlete of all time?
You didn't have him at 1, so obviously he's not the greatest athlete.
He's not the greatest athlete of all time.
Who's the greatest athlete?
It's Bo Jackson.
Okay.
With a straight face, you can say that?
You're saying that with a straight face.
Get up in the camera and say Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
He bumped his head on the damn roof. What has Bo Jackson done?
Like, you could have said Michael Jordan.
LeBron's the greatest athlete of all time.
LeBron's not the greatest in his sport.
That's a debate. He's not the greatest in his sport yet. I think he will be.
Or Michael Jordan. You can either say Michael Jordan.
That's a better debate than
athlete.
Bo Jackson. Okay, the greatest athlete.
Michael Phillips. Come on now.
It's Michael Phelps. You don't.
I don't care, bro. Tom Brady's not number 1.
All right, Tom Brady is number 1. He's a 7-time champion. He is in his prime at 44 years old. Nobody's been as good at their craft for as long as somebody has than Tom Brady. Besides maybe someone like Michael Phelps. I didn't even think about somebody like that. Or a Serena Williams. But I do think Tom Brady, to be as elite as he was for as long as he was and winning at the rate that he was, winning 7 Super Bowls. He has more Super Bowls himself than any franchise does in the NFL. Just think about that. He has more.
They also softened up the league, though.
He has.
So yeah, so he's obviously gonna.
So everybody else should be better.
No, he's heard it here. Sammy Bow is better than Brady because he played in a way better,
tougher guys knocking necks off.
This is different compared to
reps.
basketball. They changed the league for quarterbacks to live long, like pretty much survive.
Brady won Super Bowls when it was still like BS.
For LeBron, they made the league softer.
It's gotten softer in the NBA too.
No, not like the football is different.
Okay.
Football, a receiver could go across the field and catch it and be perfectly fine. Back then, he did his stuff back then. Yeah, I'll give him that. But they also softened it up.
They did make it easier for offenses, but that doesn't take away from Brady's greatness.
No, but he's obviously gonna last longer compared to someone like Joe Montana, Steve Young. Like they're not gonna have the longevity he did because they're just playing a
that's a good
why? Okay, but why has someone like Big Ben?
Because Big Ben can't throw over 35 yards.
So, but why hasn't he? He used to be able to.
He used to until he started getting cracked. He started getting hurt.
Exactly.
He didn't invest into his body.
Yeah, he didn't. Brady played it perfectly. I'll give him that. He played it perfectly.
So that just shows
his
that his longevity carried him.
Because Drew Brees wasn't good at the end of his career either. Was he?
Who?
Drew Brees. Drew Brees couldn't throw a pass over 10 yards.
He really could.
For his last 2 years.
He's the reason why Michael Thomas has the nickname.
But that's why Drew Brees is not 2.
I'm just saying.
If Joe Montana had this type of thing, he's airing everybody out.
I'm just saying.
6,000 yards.
You're bringing up longevity, and you're saying it's because it was easier. But then if that was the case, all these guys like Drew Brees would still be elite at the end of their careers.
Yeah, but you don't know when people are going to retire. You said Tom Brady had an extra 3 years. You never know. That's the players, how they feel.
No, it's also...
Andrew Luck. He retired just because he wanted to retire.
Okay, but it's also because how they're
retired because of how many injuries he was going.
It's also performance.
Well, yeah, but Andrew Luck came off one of his best seasons and retired next season.
But it's also performance. Do you think the Steelers want to bring back Big Ben next year? No. Do you think the Bucks want to bring Tom Brady back?
I mean, it depends because what's their QB situation?
I'm just saying though. But with the Bucks is no debate. They would want to bring Tom Brady back next year.
He just had one of his best years. Duh.
At 44 years old, that's my point. Big Ben is sucking at how old is he? 30 something? 37?
He has Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. You want to compare
Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris.
So those are comparable to Mike Evans and
I'm just saying.
Chris Godwin and Antonio Brown.
I don't even know why we're talking about this.
Brown
I'm just saying his longevity is the reason why he's the GOAT.
Gronk, one of the best tight ends ever.
Big Ben had a better defense this year. The Steelers had a better defense than the Bucks.
They had a better running back. He'd be
I
blabbering.
don't know. Receiver core, the Bucks obviously had a better one, but it was not that far of a margin.
It was far of a margin.
Y'all gotta leave it in the comments.
Top 5 receiver corps, probably the Steelers are in there. Their 4th receiver option is James Washington, who would be a second-string receiver on half of the
they do have weapons, but you're comparing
I'm not
the Bucks
saying,
receivers.
I'm not even saying
if Big Ben was any good, the Steelers would have been way better. Big Ben sucks now.
You can ask any Steelers fan out there if they had a
They don't talk
quarterback.
like it.
If they had a quarterback this season that was able to consistently win them games, they would be a Super Bowl team. Joe Burrow would not be in the Super Bowl. The Steelers would.
Thank you. It's Big Ben holding them back. Brady at 44 is elevating his team. That's all I'm saying. His longevity is the reason why he's the greatest athlete of all time.
He's not.
Okay, so my take, obviously, I think Brady is the greatest athlete of all time. It is very close because, I don't think it is that close actually. Because what more contact sport in there is there other than football? There's continuous
Boxing, Floyd Mayweather.
Mayweather.
I'm about to sneeze, that's why. Floyd Mayweather.
All right, so you look at Michael Phelps, Serena Williams, Tiger Woods, all great, but those are all individual sports.
Team sports.
Team sports, Brady was doing that for 20 plus years. He took his team to 10 Super Bowls and he won 7 of them.
He's been in a championship.
Yeah,
game
he's
every
been
year of his career.
he has like 35 playoff wins. He has MVP seasons. He's been a Pro Bowler for I don't know how many seasons.
Whole
Too many
career.
to count.
He probably playing the Pro Bowl right now.
Yeah, Brady has been the best athlete to scratch any sport
Ever. Simple.
It's just point blank, period.
Point blank, period.
Michael Jordan could give him a run for his money. He's 6 for 6 in the NBA championship. He did his thing, but LeBron also, but LeBron's
37,
like 4 and 6 in the championship. So
that's true.
Yeah, I got Brady. Brady lost to Eli Manning and Nick Foles, but
he's the greatest ever. He's beaten Mahomes.
Should have been the Raiders also, but paid refs.
Whoa. Y'all let us know in the comments who y'all think the greatest athlete of all time is. Do y'all agree with him? Do y'all think Sammy Ball's in the top 10? Yeah, but
like I would have had way more to say for Brady, but he kind of he had a lot of valid points. But yeah, I think Brady's the best athlete.
Phil Pound being number 2, he's 2.
He's not 2.
You're tripping.
If you said Michael Jordan off the bat, then
I would have been
like,
fine.
right,
but you said Bo
cool.
Jackson. You be on that BS.
I was messing around
If
with
Sammy
Ball being in your top 10 discredits everything you said today.
Patrick Mahomes being in your list already is crazy to me.
He's better than
there's
Sammy.
crazy analysts out there that have
Him like
Patrick
top
Mahomes top
3.
3.
You tripping. You said Sammy Ball. I've
Sammy
never
Ball
heard
was
that.
in the ESPN top 10.
Patrick Mahomes has been in the
Yo, what is that?
AFC
I looked at a list. It said top 15. I can show you the list right now.
Top-
ESPN.
Patrick
Top
Mahomes
15.
has been in the AFC Championship game
that
for
go
4
versus-
years straight.
I don't even think that was.
Patrick Mahomes.
That's good for him.
2018, 2019, 2020,
He's been at the
2022.
So
MVP
is Josh Allen like that? Is Josh Allen?
Josh Allen hasn't won a Super Bowl.
Josh Allen hasn't
Or
been in the
MVP.
AFC Championship game. Oh wait, he's been in one.
All right,
before,
what
but
Lamar? All right, is Lamar?
Lamar hasn't been in the AFC Championship game.
I'll take
Won
Lamar
MVP.
Jackson over Sammy Bowell.
Hell
I'm
no,
for
bro.
sure
He
taking
I'll
plays-
take
Lamar.
he
Cam
plays
Newton
defense
over
every
Sammy
game.
Bowell.
Heck no.
I would
I'm
take
taking Joe
Deshaun
Burrow
Watson
over.
off
I'm
the-
taking damn near half the quarterbacks in the NFL. right now.
Obviously, they don't like old players.
He's
Yeah.
from
You didn't know who Sammy
1940.
Bowell was until you looked up a top 10 list.
I didn't look up top 10, top 25.
He
but-
looked up a top 10 list.
You
and
guys
saw
did the
Sammy
same
Bowell.
thing. You guys just named a bunch of BS players you guys haven't seen back then.
You listed Sammy Ball, bro. They didn't even have TV in 1943.
The names we said are engraved
ESPN
into
wasn't
the
even a
sport.
thing in 1943.
All right.
No, but
so
the-
Mahomes breaks his leg. God forbid he does this. Breaks his leg. Is he top 10?
Yeah.
Yes. If Mahomes retires right now, I think Mahomes is a top 10 quarterback. 4 MVP caliber seasons, a Super Bowl, a MVP.
That's
He's been into
wild.
an AFC
Wow.
Championship every year of
But
his
he
career.
wouldn't be,
He
on
is
my
NFL.
list, he wouldn't be 6 or 7. He'd probably be 10.
He'd probably be 10 if he retired today. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there a problem with that?
Yeah, no, good.
Sammy Ball. Hey, but
Hashtag Sammy Bowell.
hashtag Sammy Ball. Get those in the comments,
so
bro.
like,
Is
can't
he
add
top
him.
10? At him.
Bro.
Nah, hey, shouts out to y'all for tuning into the
He was born in
podcast, man.
1917, bro. It's been like 103 years since he was born.
Shouts out to Sammy Ball. Maybe he was doing his thing back in the day.
Maybe Sammy
I'm-
Bowell was
I
Lamar
would
Jackson.
never-
before
Let me
Lamar
give you
Jackson.
something. He played defense.
I would never
He
put
played he played QB. Then went to go play defense. Name
The
me another quarterback
NFL
doing
was
that.
barely
Tell me
a
another
thing.
quarterback doing that.
They were playing damn near
Tell me another
rugby.
quarterback doing that.
How many
Oh
NFL
my.
teams were there in 1943?
There's probably like 16. There's
Probably like 20.
Nah, bro.
Bro, do you still want to end the video with Semi Bell being in your top 10?
Yes.
He's tripping.
I'm not.
He's tripping. Nah, bro. Hey, let's
see where ESPN
Actually,
ranked them.
No. Actually, can you answer this? Where does Bo Jackson rank in your running backs?
Bo Jackson's one of the best athletes ever.
Okay, but
it doesn't
where
matter.
Answer the question.
Where does he rank in your running backs?
Running backs, probably top 10.
Where in top 10?
We're in top 10.
Probably like 5 to 3.
So that ended. We're gonna end the video on that because yeah. Shouts out to y'all for tuning in to another Office Chronicles episode. We will see y'all in the next one.